If you're under the age of 18, the content of this video is not intended for you. Please stop watching now. Hey YouTube, it's Audrey, and I'm here a little late today, but I'm here to share the February installment of Craftytate Collaboration 2026. It is hosted by Jamie, who is Poetspice. There are several of us who come to you on the third Friday of every month, and we use things that we've had for 6 months and haven't used, or haven't used in 6 months. We might have had it longer. A lot of it we've had lot longer. But the idea is for us to inspire you to pull out things that you have that are older or that you've never used and create with them. So I went kind of in a recent vault last year, but then I went like some way back years with some of the things that I pulled out today. And that just goes to show you that you can use things that you bought 10 years ago and mix it with things that you bought yesterday, and they can still work. So I used a couple sheets of this Hooray pattern paper from scrapbook.com. This is one of the ones that's way back in the vault. This is Spellbinder's Cherry on top, and I'm trying to see if it has a date. It does have 2015 as the date. So, and this is the first time I have ever used this. It's been in my group. I have all these size dies in like this size in a folder, a binder, one of those zip things that used to have pockets that was for embossing folders. And I need to pull that out and use them because it's a whole bunch of Spellbinder smaller dies in there that I just have never used, and it's on a shelf. I never think about it. So use that. This I got sometime last year, maybe last summer or last spring. Never used it either. It's the cupcake topper die from Waffle Flower, and I used to celebrate, but I ended up cutting the picks off and just using the word celebrate. This I did use recently, but this is the Waffle Flower Inside Sentiment Birthday Greetings, and I used this one. Now this is something that I got. It's from a diamond press set. It's diamond press celebration shape card, stamp, and die and stencil set. And I used to Have a Sweet Birthday from there, but it is one of the new Grand Marquis die sets from HSN. I used this I think on my last video when I made excuse me, my other nephew's card, but it is Coco and Reno spinner cutting dies, and I just used that number 7. This I got last year along with that paper pad. It was in a kit along with, I think, another die set. But this is the scrapbook.com Scoops of Fun. And I used the Happy Birthday. I used the U. I used the drip. I used the ice cream scoop. I used the ice cream cone. And here you can see on the back. Excuse me. Sorry, still kind of getting over my cold. I'm sorry, excuse me. Then here's where I pulled out really old too. This is the Push Me, Pull You stamp set from Made to Surprise. And I used this pull here. And then this is the center of what I used. And this is probably from her very first collection, I think, from Made to Surprise. Either her first or her second collection. And it is the 6x6 square super slider die set. Now this set also, she had a rectangle version and a circle version. I know that I used the circle version not sure if I've used this one. I think I might have used this one once, but can't say for sure. But it is a square slider. And so this card is for my other nephew who is turning 7. And so I know it's kind of busy, but you got to keep his mind racing. This is the kind of thing that he would like. He loves colors, and so there are lots of colors on here. But I use the happy birthday to you, and the ice creams are from that scrapbook.com set. This cupcake is the cupcake from Spellbinders, and there's the number 7. I did use this too. I didn't pull that die out, but it was a Spellbinders die, and I used that for my other nephew's card a week or so ago. That is just a birthday hat. And then the Celebrate pick, and I just cut the stems off just to use Celebrate. I was going to try and put it behind the cupcake, but then it was covering up the arrow and the pull, so I cut it off, brought that down, and did Celebrate 7, happy birthday to you, and then ice cream. I did chocolate and chocolate frosting and the chocolate drip because he loves chocolate. So then with this, you hold the card and you pull it and it slides up, and inside is where I put that waffle flower insider stamp, and that says, "Do you feel that? That's me sending you birthday hugs and kisses." So that is the card, and it stands up. As you can see, that's the side. It's tight enough where it just stands up wherever you pull it to. Then you push it back down and it will lay flat. Then it is on a 6x6 card base, and on the inside is where I use that Have a Sweet Birthday stamp from Diamond Press, and then on the back is just my stamp. So that is my card creation. I thought I was going to do this quickly and easily, and then I have a bazillion cupcake dies. I couldn't find any. And then I found one that was too large, and then I found one that you have to stencil part of from Waffle Flower. I'm like, I ain't got time for all of that. And then I thought, wait, I think there's one in that Spellbinders binder. And it was. So I used that one. And then just cutting the pieces. I tend to, whenever I'm in a hurry, I tend to keep adding pieces where you got to cut out a lot and die cut. But anyway, it's done, and I thank you for watching. I have a list of all the other participants in my description box. Please go visit them and give them some love, leave them some comments, some thumbs up, and do that for me too. And then pull out something of your stash that's old out of the vault and craft with that this weekend. Thank you, and have a great and a very blessed day. Bye-bye.